You look beautiful from up here. Ladies, hi. With this. With a swag, hi. Wanaume mpo? Kumbe is a ladies thing. I have 15 minutes. And I want to divide my conversation into 3 parts. Number 1, I'll tell you about Absa. Number 2, I'll give you my own entrepreneurial story that resonates with most of you. And while I tell you that story, please have a pen and paper, because I have come into contact with what is it that the entrepreneurs face. I have spent 15 years at the bank advising entrepreneurs. I have never practiced it. But I can tell you, I practiced. And I have the nuggets today. Then lastly, I will tell you, what is it? How do you stand to benefit when you have a financial partner? So let's start here. I prepared, by the way. So I wrote some notes. So I want to tell you about what is Absa. So let's start here. And I want you to be with me because at some point in my life I was a teacher. So I like when we participate together. So number 1, Absa is about empowering. It's about empowering. And this is what we believe at Absa. Empowering your tomorrow. Empowering your tomorrow and listening to your stories of empowerment one at a time. So this side is Absa, this side is empower. So I say Absa, you say Absa, they say empower. Then we move from there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mumeona vile CBC na kuanga kitu mzuri sana. So it's about empower. To empower is to give you knowledge, is to give you confidence, it's to give you the ability to do things. So I want to leave that there about Absa and go to the story. So this story, because it is a story of me and my parents and our siblings. So my dad and mom are, my dad is 63, my mom is around 61. So they were career teachers. So that tells you by now they are retired, isn't it? They are at home. So we sat together and said, okay, fine. Life starts at 60. So we want to start off a business. So we sat down. First of all of us, and asked ourselves, which business? So there you go, the first thing. Which business? People put ideas on the table. At the end of the debate, we agreed we are going to sell paint. Paint, rangi. So we said, okay, fine. We are selling paint. So number 1, understand what you're selling. Isn't it? I told you to take notes because this is a live example. So we said, okay, we are selling paints, but everybody sells paints. How are we going to do it? Brilliant ideas came in. Number 1, who are the people who use paints? They're the painters, isn't it? So the first thing, we got all the painters together and threw a party for them and shared our message. Isn't it? It is called Road to Market. Who is it that is going to sell your product? So we got the painters. They were around 35. And my dad came up with a very brilliant idea. These painters, sometimes, they do not have, let's say, something like NHIF. So what do we do? As part of their reward, we will, when they buy paint and they have points, that money we pay for their NHIF. Those guys were excited. By the end of it, they said, guys, this is our shop. Let us own it. The shop is not opened yet. True story. It's not opened. So now we took them to the shop. We showed them, this is where we will be selling the paint. 2-3 days later, paint came, of course. We stocked the shop. So the shop has paint, isn't it? So the first person who came in asked for cement. My mom called me, I was in Nairobi. Where? Tuwasabirwe simiti. Tumeombwa simiti. And we are selling what? I told her, write down what they are asking. Isn't it? The next person, is a true story. I keep on repeating that so that you can see the whole, how the journey. The next thing, the person who came asked for misumari. Guys, do you have nails? Again, mom told me, Gioni, when we were talking, how was it, mom, today? I was asked for nails. I told her, write it down, isn't it? The third day, we had discussed about KRA. We had discussed about it. And let me tell you, entrepreneurs here, if you want to do an honest business, please pay your taxes. Because I sent my dad to go find out how is it that other people do. And he told me one person, I don't know, he was not keeping proper records. And he was fined 800,000. By the third day, when we got that information, we closed. Truth. So they told me, can you go and find out this Teams thing? How does it work? How is it? I mean, these Teams. So I went to the guys who are selling to Teams. I called our friends who work at KRA. They advised me, we got the Teams. Teams, I don't know, you take your PIN, they go load VAT. After that, the Teams thing, you have to put a SIM card inside. After the SIM card inside, it has to transmit to KRA. By the fourth day, fifth, sixth, that week we closed. The following Monday, we opened. I sent the thing via courier home. So now everything they were doing, you have to punch it. My mom is so religious in punching. I said, mimi sina miaka ya kufungwa jela. It's the truth. Have values in your business. So now, we got into another problem. My mom has a problem with tooth. So you see, she's the one who is running the business, and Mzee says she's the commercial director, looking for business. Yeah, ako na ofisi, mom is there, alikuwa na shida na meno. So she had to come to Nairobi. Nani amewachwa hapo? So Mzee asks me, mimi nishike pesa. Mimi nikae hapa nimevaa kabuti. We got into a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, have a BCP, Business Continuity Plan. When you are not in your business, who is it that you've left? Then that brings me to systems. Ladies and gentlemen, have systems. Have a system in place. Are we together? I want to understand. Are we together? Have a system. Why? Because when my mom came to Nairobi and stayed for 3 days, of course, we have to, kaa kidogo salimia wajukuu hapa. I mean, the business has to go on at home, isn't it? So exactly, how will you come back and audit? How will you do it? So this story that I can't automate my business, every business, please automate it. Look for a system that can work for you as entrepreneurs. So now, the other thing that I want to let you know is, kindly entrepreneurs, have a culture. Have a culture. How do we do business here? Isn't it? A culture. So when you come to the bank and we ask you, what is your business culture? How do you do your business? Around here, how do you do your things? Isn't it? And then the other thing that we did and we agreed amongst ourselves, I wrote them down. Because separate the business money from your personal money. Separate them. If you are broke, you are broke. It is not the business that is broke. Are we together? If the business is broke, it is not you who is broke. Kama uko na pesa yako, uko na pesa yako. If our business at home is broke, my mom and dad still have their pension. So separate that. And then the other thing is, have all the certifications that you need in whichever business that you're doing. Have all the certifications. They differ from business to business. Please have all of them. Because if I am investing in your business, and I hope I'm not overrunning my time, if you're investing in your business, I need to see that you comply, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, take your business online. Take your business online. For example, let me tell you, you can take your phone, take a photo, a selfie right now, and write at the SCK conference in Westlands. How many people do you have in your phone? Let's say 200, 300, isn't it? Isn't it? All of them would have seen. Imagine if you now posted anything on your status of what you sell. How many people would have seen it? As simple as that. Take your business online. Then the other thing is, while you're automating your business, use the data. Automation gives you data. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not use our data. So what is automation telling you? That such kind of product has stayed for 50 days, it has not been sold, or this product is moving faster than this one. So I need to invest my money in where the product that is moving much faster than the other, isn't it? Are we together on that one? Data. Have data. Don't just sell. Have data that guides your decisions. Where do I put my money? So now, I want to finish by saying this, because delivery of a conversation should be very short and very sweet. So when you come to Absa and you need a financial advisor, ladies and gentlemen, it is not only that when you need money is when you go to the bank. Have a discussion with your banker every quarter on where you intend to go. Your vision, short-term, long-term strategy. Ongea na yeye, this is what I want to do. Have a number that you intend to grow with. Ladies and gentlemen, say this year, I will grow by 5%, and have that 5% in numbers so that you can keep yourself in check. Are we together? You can put yourself in check, 5%. Then you discuss with your banker and say, this is where I want to go. How unaonaje watu wanaongea? You are getting free information from the bank and from the experience of this person and using it for your business. Please have a discussion with your banker on money matters and your strategy, not when you want to borrow. So at Absa, we have 4 promises, and this is where I will finish. So number 1, as you come through the Absa door, and finance is the last one, we want to mentor you, we want to coach you in business. Mentor you and coach you. So just like the way you go to see a doctor, come to the banker, even when things are not working, and tell him, by the way, get that confidence. Tell him things are not working. This is what I would like you to assist me with. Create the confidence. When I buy your confidence, I can go to the person giving money and tell him, I can vouch for this one. Huyu atalipa. Are we together? So there are a lot of coaching and mentorship, very many of them. Others online, others you will be called. What you need to do is just join the club. So number 2 is access to business information. Number 1 is mentorship and coaching. Number 2 is access to business information. Information about business and competition is very important. This month, we had a discussion online about KRA and taxes. It was online. It was 1 hour. It would be good to log into this kind of sessions and listen what is it that the bank is saying. Isn't it? So that you get that information. Are we together? So number 3 is access to markets. Ladies and gentlemen, we understand without markets, your business. So we have collaborated with the likes of KNCCI to make sure that your access to markets is not only local, it is also regional and international. The other day, our business banking director and our head of SME were in Spain looking for markets for agri-produce. And let me tell you, there are opportunities out there, and there are very many. But how do you access these ones? You have to come through the Absa doors so that when they are posted, you take advantage of them. And the last one, and I want to finish here, is access to financing. On the financing bit, just put there, tailored to your business. Just like as we get sick and everybody's condition is different, so is your financial need. It is different from the person you are sitting next to. Are we together? So come and say, this is what I want. This story of me nipatie 3 million nitajipanga has put a lot of our entrepreneurs into problems. I want to listen about your business. I want to understand it. I want to advise you. I want us to talk so that we agree. And I want you to pay. We make money when you pay us, not when you default. We are not in the business of selling your assets. And nowadays, you can access money without a collateral. But most will say, no. It depends on the discipline you have and how structured your business is. So start from today. So how many of us have mobile phones? Let me see them on the air, because I've now finished. Very nice. So now, you hold that phone. This is what I want you to do. If you want to join Absa and access and get mentored, get access business information, get access to markets, be coached, get more of this information of exactly where we are going to, I want you to SMS the word ACK. ACK on your phone. SMS the word ACK to 222 ACK to 22268. 22268. And we will get back into you, and you will have at your hand a business partner who will work with you, not only on accessing to finances, but also on the other 3 that you've written down. So join us today and let us empower your tomorrow. ACK to 22268. I hope I stayed within my 15 minutes. By the way, the business is in Nyamira. And the business is ongoing. So let me complete 2 things. So we ended up getting the nails. We got them because I always use hakuna sindio. And we have gotten the cement. So the customers are speaking to you, isn't it? So we continue listening, and there are challenges as well. But let's have that discussion after this in view of time.